Hello, and we're back. I'm Normal Player Guy. Now, this you could consider to be an extension of the last video, which was the preparation for the 7th anniversary. And we're going to start with some Zeni, and you can get this from the EZA. So I just recorded my phone just for 6 or 7 videos. Each one's only a few minutes, and we can talk about how easy these stages are. So the first one I decided to choose, which was easy for everyone, is Youth. So this is the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. So you got to use Int or Physical Youth. That's Super Int and Super Physical. Now, I didn't really have a nice free-to-play lead, so I had to choose the proper lead. However, I did choose a wonky team, a team that's not particularly powerful, especially on the physical side, but that just goes to show that you don't need powerful units. I did, however, have LR Gohan in here, the int fashion, so he would be a very nice addition to this and will almost one-shot on a crit, pending how he is. But all of these stages, all of these videos are around 1 minute and 40, and it's a good way of showing just how easy these are, no matter the difficulty. Now, some people probably are just beating me, but a lot of people probably don't get past level 30. In fact, even though there is the banners to get us to level 77 at the 3 physical units that you can use. Obviously, later on, you probably want to go for an int. Though the banners to get to level 77, I bet you a lot of people don't want to spend the time. Now, on some of these, I had to use keys, but no worries because on the 7th anniversary, every single event will be out. That's not going to be a problem. We'll just fast forward a little bit just so you can see the LR Gohan there coming at the end. Actually, I don't think it gets that far. Yeah, so it gets this far. You can intentionally throw units into the thick of it, and it doesn't matter at this level. So, as we just see, we'll just watch Gotenks just finish this Gotenks off straight. It's a nice animation. I like this. And there we go. That's a nice one. So that was the first one. You got to use youth. It's very easy to build a youth. There are some very good teams in there. So the next one that I consider to be fairly easy is Int Janemba versus Fusion. So you've got to use Super Physical or Super SDR. There's been lots of EZAs, lots of older EZAs. As you can see, I haven't really touched this one. I'm still at level 31. So I've got a little bit of way to go before I do any of the rest. But of course, this one, you're not going to have a problem with all these powerful EZAs in tow. So, of course, the guest and the lead will soon EZA in about a month's time, probably on a timeline scale. They will EZA during the anniversary, but it's not for, I believe, the third part, which, yeah, as I say, it's probably about a month from now, maybe 5 weeks from this moment in time. Now, there's a lot of units in here which are all glass cannon based, but will get the job done. And as you see, that was a nice, easy one. So the next one, also one of the easiest. In fact, there's three that I consider to be super easy. So the first one in particular will be the Goku, and you have to use the Vegeta family team, and you can use Super Physical, Super AGL, and Super Int. So we'll play this one. So we're running through. So I fast forward just a little bit more, but you'll find that that's how this can work out. So Vegeta team, just a straight up Vegeta team, very powerful team, plenty of recent units. You got the blue Vegeta, who's also one. You've got the LR Physical Trunks right here, he's just had his EZA. And you've also got Margin Vegeta, the Int one, who when triggered on this, he will have his damage reduction. So of course, I'm also using not the greatest lead. I could have used a different lead. In fact, I have the new Margin Vegeta. I could have used him, but I decided to use the physical Great Ape Vegeta from the Saiyan Saga as a way of showcasing that lead, just to prove at this point of the level is not necessary. And of course, all these units are still scything their way through. This is one of the ones that are quite easy to do, not a problem. And this ties in quite nicely with the next one. The next one is the same thing, but it's the the physical Vegeta Junior versus, you guessed it, the Goku family team. Any Goku family member, specifically Tech, SDR, and Physical. That's Super Class or Extreme Class. So long as you use Tech, SDR, and Physical, then you'd probably argue that this will be a much greater team, much more offensively capable team. You have the UI Gokus, the Heart Virus Goku, that nice Goku family support. Then you've got the Transforming Goku. You could even slap on the other UI Goku into the. You've also got the Ultimate Gohans. They will both qualify for the Tech and the STR. So, oh, and this is good, of course. Well, so I got lucky on this. Actually, got hit. Remember, UI Gokus have a 70% chance to get hit, and if you don't know what that means, you haven't used him. But even at this level, UI Goku, who only dodged once or twice, was still taking a reasonable amount of damage, and this team can still easily just put up the numbers to go through this. And of course, Heart Virus Goku will probably come through for a lot of people with his damage reduction and his crits right there. So see what I mean? He just single-handedly took off half his health. So this team, very easy to do. It's very fun to use. You'll see I'm also using the World Tournament lead. Not World Tournament lead, the World Tournament unit, Super Saiyan Gohan, who will eventually have his awakening and he'll be incredible. He will be able to hold his own in this. Much like the Vegeta one, using the Vegeta team, I used uh, the Tech Goku lead just to prove that at this point you still don't need to have an all-powerful team. You can just get by with just one or two key units. There you go, just as simple as that. And that is a recent powerhouse unit. So the next one, also really good. This will depend a lot on a lot of people's accounts and how well they have these, because this is against Physical Kid Buu, and you got to use AGL, Super AGL, and Super STR Saiyans. You have a look at the roster. The roster for STR and AGL Pure Saiyans is absolutely crazy. You have both the UI Gokus. You have Evolution Blue Vegeta. You have both the Super Saiyan 4s. Don't forget they can counter. And right there, busting out is a 10 million crit. No matter what, this will always be a really, really easy stage. You can't tell me that you don't have anywhere near a good roster of AGL and STR Pure Saiyans. In fact, if I jump back to this, yes, I thought I got this. So this is the roster. Any one of these can be good. Lots of easy A's, lots of new characters. You've even got the Pure Saiyan lead of Super Vegeta added into this. Plenty support. And you will find that this is a really easy event. So now the next one. The next one is against Broly. This was the second one to ever happen, I believe. So Broly on this one. So he's weak to Hybrid Saiyans, right? So there's a lot of Hybrid Saiyans that you can use, but specifically you got to use Super AGL and Super STR. Now, I am actually also using the Tech Ultimate Gohan because he just guards, and even at this level, over 100, he still is able to guard and take next to no damage, even if the first attack is a super attack. The new Ultimate Gohan is now also very good, especially if you can trigger his guard. He's also tanking even better still. You got the likes of B Pan, because she qualifies as Super STR, obviously LRB Pan, really able to come out and heal you. I, however, am not using B-Pan on this because I found out that her defense is so low that even with her damage reduction, she is still getting hurt quite a bit. I am also cheating, and a lot of people would have just seen this, that Tech Khalifa will dodge anyone who is a Tournament of Power or Pure Saiyans. So slapping her on the team is a nice, easy win regardless of that fashion. So the Ultimate Gohan's there showing who's the boss, just tanking everything. Even if they double stack, all they're good for is just a little bit of defense. Hybrid Saiyans, you got LR Gohan, that transforming Trunks right there. Got the new Easy A free to play Prime Battle Trunks. It's such a powerful roster of a category of a team that it just isn't going to be any difficult. Look at that. One crit can take off almost half his health. So that's one of them as well. So heading into the next one, we now have Beerus, who the physical Beerus, and you've got to use, as you can see, Super Int and Super Physical Realm of Gods. Now this was a good one actually. So I used, I believe, the LR Blue Boys, and I put them in slot 1, and they got super attacked, and they took 150k. But then they went on to proceed to single-handedly just wipe out Beerus. So you'll see that I did manage to get the 3 Rainbow Orbs. These guys spec more towards crits, so I can really flush out some of the damage. But you'll find as well that I did actually have the Int Vegeta, who would be really nice here. Is he's a superclass Realm of God support. But even though they took quite a bit of damage, the damage put back given by this physical LR Blue Boys is still unbelievably powerful. So here we go, 150k plus. But you watch it. These guys only do one super attack and a bunch of normals. If they'd have done two, it would have been over here. So look at that, almost half his health in one immediate go. The next additional, which is just a normal, is over 1 million on a crit, and then proceeds to just waste his health down. Absolutely great. Look at that, just one unit just on his own able to do that. And of course, taking double digits after they super, and they only did one. This was a prime example of how to set them up real properly. So, of course, Realm of Gods, super physical, super int, lots of EZAs. The lead, of course, is the 160% across the board. You've just got some incredibly powerful units. All round can just really buff it out. Of course, the UI Gokus are out of the exception, but because you've got to use super int, you can use the new blue Vegeta from the 6th anniversary, should you have him. And of course, the one of the final ones we have is probably one of the easiest, and that's Physical Goku Black. Now, he's weak to just one type, and that's Super STR Goku Family. I can simply just run this team, which is a mono SDR, a build very similar to what I used in the Extreme Super Battle Road. So, this just being a Goku family, if you have this guest that I have, which came out just before the Tech LR, you'll burn through this no problem. UI Goku's really able to help dodge. Ultimate Gohan, now that he's had his EZA, is really, really good. LRB Pan, and then you can put her with the GT link on the Super Saiyan 4s. Again, really, really good. The pure Saiyans you could build on this is something that you could do, but of course it's Goku family. So you can have the Super Saiyan 2 tournament Gohan support as well to really help out. As I say, this is just so easy. You can't tell me you don't have any of these units to be good. If you don't have the UI Goku, what is a possible good unit was the free 6th anniversary unit, the STR UI Goku. He could also be one of the best ones going on there, because he still has that chance to dodge. I'm just throwing in Blue Kaioken Goku in here just because he's a hard hitter. He will unlock some of the UI Goku's some of the abilities. Yeah, of course, this is a good feature. Now, he featured in two of my videos, and in both of those, he actually managed to get a super attack counter straight away. Even at difficult stages, you still have a chance to save yourself. Now, that is all nice, well, and done. But you will find that that was the last one. And that is why all these EZAs are going to be the easiest ones going. Man, does Wikipedia have some ads? So, that's all the EZAs that are probably the easiest. That's all that I have to show you today. So it's well worth grinding at least to level 77 just to get that banner. But also, as I say, between 31 and any onwards, you're going to get 1.5 million. Now, I said before in my last video, if you challenge yourself to do 10 a day, that's 15 million per day. You need 2 days then to actually EZA a unit. Each one's costing 30 million. I think specifically is it 30,800,000. So you do need a fair chunk, and we have got 4 inbound. In fact, we've actually got more. I think it's actually 5 inbound. So you're definitely going to need a fair chunk of money. Right, so there you go. I hope this was helpful. I hope it was all useful, and that's something that people can be doing when people begin to dry out on the anniversary, even now. So until then, bye bye.